From San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. It's day 14 of the Dog Days of Podcasting. I'm attempting to do a show all month, every day. We're almost halfway through, and it is 1:18 p.m., so that means I'm legally allowed to start drinking a beer. So I'm going to open up the first Tecate of the day. Oh, that's good. First one of the day is always the best. I have been to the dump this morning, came back. Wife had started the second half, part 2 of the garage clean out. So I have been on barn duty all day. We finished it, thank God. Boy, was it rough. But I did it. I don't know if I got any brownie points or not, but we got a clean barn, so that's a good thing. And boy, are my arms tired. Yesterday, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I'm going to South Africa on Monday morning. I'm flying to New York. Then the following day, we're flying to South Africa. And I think I had some questions, and Paul Houston, who I'm meeting up with when I'm there, he emailed me back and answered some of these questions. I believe I said, can you spend U.S. dollars in South Africa? He says, no. I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but for all you travel people out there who are thinking of going to South Africa and would like some fun facts about what you can and can't do as an American in South Africa. No, you cannot spend U.S. dollars in South Africa. See, I've heard different things on this. I was on the South Africa Reddit group and said some places do accept U.S. money, but I'm going to take Paul Houston's word for it because he's a friend. So we use ZAR, which stands for South African Rand. You can exchange at the airport or even order ZAR from your bank or a bank here. I thought about ordering some ZAR from my bank, but you got to pay $20 to get it overnighted, and I'm afraid it won't show up, and then I'll be stuck with some South African money. You should get between 16 to 18 ZAR for $1 US. Food and beer is reasonable here. For example, my missus and I can go out for a meal, drinks included, for around ZAR 500 for the both of us. That's about $30 for you. So 2 people can go out to eat and drink for $30. That's a pretty good deal. I'm going to I wonder what kind of restaurant that is, but I'll find out when I get there. And I think they said, I asked him if they hate white people there. I don't know if I said that or not, but he says, do they hate white people? Yes, they do. I'm partly joking. Whitey makes up around 8% of the population. Non-whites make up the rest. So we are the minority. Most folks are cool, but there are the exceptions pretty much like anywhere. I felt unsafe in parts of San Francisco when I was there, not to mention LA. You do need to be aware of your surroundings. Don't be flashy. Don't flash your cash. Be sensible, and you should be okay. If it looks dodgy, it probably is. South Africa is fucking amazing, he says. It's got everything. It's got the sea, the jungle, animals, sea life, the best diving in the world, scenery, food, alcohol, and cannabis. It's a bit like the Wild West here in parts. Anything goes. The only downside for me is the music scene. South African bands' music sucks generally. There are very few places to play, no decent bands. But that's not why you're coming. Relax, friend. You're going to have a great time. By the way, I tried to WhatsApp you, etc. It's trying to contact me. We've since got in touch. Not sure if you want to do a full meal or meet up for drinks and just talk crap with blokes and women included. I'm pretty blah, 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 blah. Okay. We are in, he's going to be in Cape Town for about a week. All right. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with Paul Houston. If you had any questions about South Africa, hopefully you got those answered, friends. I did have those questions, and thank you, Paul, for answering them. Thank you for everybody who is continuing to send in the 20th anniversary audio comments. I'm getting a lot of them, and keep them coming, friends. I'm getting messages from friends of the show from way back who have never called in. I have not listened to these yet, but I'm looking forward to hearing the voices to the people who've been around the Rock and Roll Geek Show for a long time. So keep them coming. Record them and send them to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I don't know. I'm going to have to put these together when I'm done with this and see how long these are going to be, because I may have to spread it out over 2 hours. Or maybe we'll just do a long show. I'll probably just do a long show. The wife is leaving tomorrow, and I'm going to have the place to myself for 2 days. I'm going to head out of here on Saturday, and then the dog walker's coming, and I got to give her $6,000. Okay. Some things came on the news feed. A couple of things I will just want to comment real quick, rock and roll wise. This came down the blabbermouth. Hold on, let me take a sip of this fine Tecate. This headline grabbed me. Watch the Sex Pistols perform their first concert with Frank Carter. And I'm thinking, Sex Pistols, they reunited? Frank Carter and the Sex Pistols. This is on Blabbermouth. I'm going to attempt to read. Frank Carter and the Sex Pistols, Paul Cook, Glenn Matlock, Steve Jones united to save the historic music venue Bush Hall in West London with 3 shows on Tuesday, August 13th, Wednesday the 14th, and Thursday the 15th. The Sex Pistols, one of the most influential rock bands of all time, are being joined by the electric frontman Frank Carter at Bush Hall to perform the Sex Pistols' iconic 77 album, Nevermind the Bollocks, in full. Funds raised from these unmissable gigs will go directly towards persevering this revered independent London venue. What is the venue? Bush Hall in West London. Fan film video of the 13th concert can be seen below, courtesy of some guy, 97 Ray. The set list consisted of such classic, we know what it consists of. They'd play the whole album. I'm having the fucking time of, included a guest appearance by British musician Youngblood, whose real name is Don Harrison. Frank Carter says, I'm having the time of my fucking life here, he told the 400 fans in attendance. The Sex Pistols and Carter have announced they will also play another concert at the O2 Forum in Kentish Town on Thursday, September 26. Now, I have mixed feelings about this, but I'm going to continue reading. Speaking on the Bush Hall shows and the new show announcement, Steve Jones said the response to the Bush Hall shows has been overwhelming, and it's a privilege to help out a local venue like that, and it became obvious that there are many more fans who want to see us. Playing with Frank has been such a pleasure that we wanted to extend the fun, so Kentish Town, here we come. There's where I have the problem. See, I originally thought, well, they're doing it for charity, and Johnny Rotten doesn't want to do it. You're going to raise money for this fine venue. Okay, but he says we're going to continue, and you notice that Kentish Town is not, they don't say that's a benefit. Supporting Bush Hall, a cornerstone of the music scene, is a cause close to the hearts of both Frank Carter and the Sex Pistols. Both Paul Cook and Steve Jones grew up around the venue, attending as punters themselves, while Frank Carter performed at Bush Hall back in 2012 for his debut live show with his former group Pure Love. Live Sex Pistols fan Frank Carter first met Steve Jones in 2008 during an interview on Steve's radio show, and later met the rest of the band through mutual friends. They soon bonded over their shared love of live music and decided to perform together to help preserve the London venue. Johnny Rotten has been estranged, blah, blah, blah. He's not speaking to the band since that Hulu miniseries called Pistol, which I enjoyed. So they're calling it the Sex Pistols. Actually, technically, they're calling it Frank Carter and the Sex Pistols. Does that mean that Handsome Dick Manitoba could call his band Handsome Dick Manitoba and the Dictators? And the way I feel about this is probably the same way I feel about the Dictators performing without Handsome Dick Manitoba. While you got some original members in the band, I associate Johnny Rotten with the Sex Pistols, as most people associate Handsome Dick Manitoba with the Dictators. If it was for a benefit, okay, I can see. And calling it the Sex Pistols, I guess, is going to draw people. But, yeah, they're going to continue. Trust me on this. Mark my words. They're going to do a tour as the Sex Pistols. And I don't know if Johnny Rotten has any legal rights and who owns the name, but would I go? Yeah, if they came to San Francisco, I'd go, but I'd rather see Johnny Rotten with them. And I'm not really fully down with this. So what do you think? Should they call it the Sex Pistols? rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. It says here, Sex Pistols featuring Frank Carter. So, I mean, can we be the Dictators featuring Handsome Dick Manitoba? Because I got news for you. As Eddie Trunk says, it's all about owning the name, and the Dictators are going to draw a lot more than Handsome Dick Manitoba, and the Sex Pistols are going to draw a lot more than Frank Carter and 3 members of the Sex Pistols. So that's my 2 cents. Let's hear a little bit of Frank Carter performing. Let's see, Pretty Vacant here. This is fan film video here.
How the fuck are you feeling?
Super great, couldn't be better.
We're very, very lucky to be here tonight. Please put your hands together. These 3 nights managed to save this beautiful fucking venue. That's all because of you. And it's all because of these 3 amazing gentlemen up here. Put your fucking hands together. This one's for you lot. You'll fucking know this.
I got to say that Frank Carter guy's doing a good Johnny Rotten imitation. Even though I would not ever picture Johnny Rotten wearing a tank top. All right, I got to admit, it does look like a lot of fun. But it's a lot of fun watching Handsome Dick Manitoba play Dictator soon. How am I inserting myself in this? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts of the Sex Pistols without Johnny Rotten, friends. I'm not fully down with it. I'm not. But I understand they want to draw people. Now, I'm going to close out with a song that that my old band American Heartbreak ripped off from the opening riff of Pretty Vacant. No. This is Postcards from Hell. I will talk to you tomorrow with more content, which I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Maybe I'll do another news story of the day. We'll see. rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Email me your 20th anniversary stuff or show reviews, anything like that. I'm going to be doing shows from the computer until Saturday. So after that, I'm going to probably be having to do them on my phone. So it'll be hard to have a conversation with a voicemail after that. But try anyway, friends. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find the show. Find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek. Find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. And please keep the donations coming, because without your donations, this show would die horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. And I would also like to thank Dan Gerawan for sending a $100 Venmo yesterday. I appreciate it, friend. It's a big help. You saved the show this month. Without your donations, this show would die horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. Did I already say that? I just said it again. All right. Here is American Heartbreak ripping off Pretty Vacant. I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends. Okay, I'm waiting.
Sunshine It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.